the 2023 to 2024 Detroit Pistons. As of now, they're the unfortunate laughingstock of the modern NBA. Last year, they finished the regular season with an abysmal 17-65 record, which was actually their second worst season in franchise history. So following up that, we could have envisioned Detroit dealing with yet another gloomy season. But I don't think anyone expected this. At the time I'm making this brief video, the Pistons have an abysmal 2-25 record, which is not only the worst record in the NBA, but it's one of the worst starts to a basketball season of all time. Their losing streak is actively sitting at 24 games, and they're dangerously close to being immortalized in basketball lore for all the wrong reasons. The longest single-season losing streak in NBA history was by the 2010 to 2011 Cleveland Cavaliers, who lost 26 straight games. The longest losing streak in general spanned over 2 seasons, and it was by the 14-15 and the 15-16 Philadelphia 76ers, which was a grand total of 28 games. On the Pistons' schedule is a matchup with the Utah Jazz, and then the Brooklyn Nets, then the Brooklyn Nets again, then the Boston Celtics, and then finally the Toronto Raptors. If the Pistons lose all 5 of those games, then they'll be the exclusive record holder for the longest losing streak in NBA history with a total of 29. But wait, it gets worse. Objectively, these are the worst teams in NBA history, starting with the 2011 to 2012 Charlotte Bobcats, who finished their season with a 7-59 record, which was a lockout-shortened season. And then there was the 1972 to 73 Philadelphia 76ers, who finished with a 9-73 record. Now consider this, these current-day Pistons have this record through 27 games, and this was the record of the 2012 Bobcats through 27 games. This was the record of the 1973 76ers through their first 27 games. Not only is Detroit historically awful, but they're on pace to have the worst season of any team in league history. If I haven't driven home the point of how bad things are, consider how Draymond Green has more ejections this season than the Pistons have wins. Some of this is their fault. For one, they almost have no perimeter shooting. Monty Williams hasn't done a great job of coaching this team, and their perimeter defense has been absolutely atrocious. But it's also not entirely their fault. Players like Monte Morris, Joe Harris, and Bogdanovich have all missed significant time because of injuries. So with that being said, there may be some tiny bit of hope that they can at least slow down the bleeding in order to avoid breaking the wrong kind of record. That remains to be seen. But here's the scary truth for Detroit fans. The fact is, things are getting progressively worse for the Pistons, not better. In the first 13 games of the regular season, they had an average margin of victory of -4.8. And in the 13 games after that, they've had an average margin of victory of -19.4. Essentially, they've been getting absolutely blown out on nearly every night for over a month straight. So basically, we may be witnessing history this season. And based on the way things are going, this avalanche isn't slowing down anytime soon for the Motor City. So what do you guys think? Are the Pistons on their way to the worst record of all time? Or do you think they can turn things around just enough to avoid the embarrassment? I look forward to hearing your opinions in the comments section below. Thanks for watching as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more basketball content, and I'll see you guys in the next video.